my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Go when you ride.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
They snap it to Tannehill. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Carry. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well. because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And now a sneak, Tannehill. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Panthers will get the football back. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers at 4-9 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Hines. And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. Nyheim Hines. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw on second down. Pickett. He'll check this down to Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This is Hines. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers,
touchdown! Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. to throw. Tannehill.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Pickett. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Pickett now on 1st down. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett
finds his tight end Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Terry McLaurin, 28 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Tannehill now to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Tannehill on 1st down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Tannehill throwing again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away.
And now it's third. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They run with Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Dancing to his left.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now it's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action, it's Tannehill. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill completes to Mooney on the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Now Tannehill. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Pickett now from the gun here. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Pickett on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Right back to Pitts again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st down, Tannehill. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. But whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They run again with Hines. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Hines.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now Tannehill.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air again, Tannehill. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kyle Pitts with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Throwing Tannehill. He's got Mooney.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.